Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. So I have been running the TE37s for a little bit now and I absolutely love them. One of the things that I decided not to install when I got these was the actual spoke decal. The main reason is because the set that I got came with the red decal, and a red decal on a pretty kind of simple looking car is just too much for me, and I think it would have been a little too in your face. It would have caught your eye too much, so I decided not to install it. However, I did decide to keep the little TE37 sticker on the lip, mainly because it was already installed when I got these wheels and I didn't want to take it off. I figured I would ceramic coat the wheels like I normally do, and then if I wanted to remove them later down the road, I could. So these are the decals that it came with. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look bad. Don't mind the rotors yet again. This is after a wash. They flash rust like crazy. And I haven't driven the car. It's been sitting in here for the past couple weeks. But yeah, so that is what it kind of would look like, minus the white backing on the sticker or the decal. But I don't know, it's just too much to me. So I was gonna run these just like this, and to be honest, I think it's a really clean look, and it kind of suits the car. You know, it's nothing in your face, it looks very, very simple, and I really do enjoy it. However, I wanted to add a little bit of contrast and kind of make these wheels stand out a little bit more. Not that I necessarily care in terms of, you know, showing people what wheels I have. Personally, that stuff doesn't bother me. I know what the wheels are, so it's not a big deal to me. But one of the really cool features about the TE37SLs is the decal. These decals are specifically made for this model of TE. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to run nothing, but at the same time, I don't want anything flashy. I thought about running the OG TE37 stickers on the two decals, but I was like, I don't really want to put blue on the wheel. And I don't know. I mean, it would have went well with the caliper and everything and kind of what I got going under the engine bay. But I really, really liked kind of the spoke decal. I think it looks kind of cool. But again, I think the color is just a little too much. So I actually decided to pick up these. These are the pressed graphite stickers or decals that you get with the pressed graphite limited edition color that they did on TE37s. Cool thing about these, it looks gray inside the packaging, but if we take it out, it actually has, it's almost like a mirror finish. So it's a really, really good looking decal, and I think it's going to work very, very well with my car. I think it's going to add enough contrast and add a little special detail to the wheel without being too in your face. Now, these are fairly expensive for stickers. This was around 120 bucks. Well, actually it was 120 bucks for all four. Now, I was looking around a while for these, and everybody that I reached out to that sells Volks or is a wheel dealer or whoever that I may know in the industry, everybody was saying that these were 3 to 4 months out. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Maybe I'll just place the order, and then whenever they come in, they come in. However, I actually found a set, and somebody's selling them. These are legit, real decals from Speed Image USA. I found them on their website. These are the real deal, as you can see, with all the proper markings and everything on the packaging. So this is no joke. This is the real stuff. So, you know, there can be a lot of fakes out there. So I was a little weary about spending that much on stickers, but these are the real thing. So I'm not going to lie. I have been putting this off for a little bit, mainly because I don't want to screw it up. And because the stickers or the decals are fairly on the expensive side, I was always kind of weary about, oh my God, what happens if I put it in the wrong spot or it's crooked and all that. So I kind of been putting it off, but tonight is the night. I'm going to get them on the car, or get them on the wheels, I should say, and we're going to see how it looks. So before we get started, I want to go over the placement of this decal. It's a very specific spoke that you need to put it on. Some people just throw them on, but from Volk, from Rays, they actually recommend putting it on a specific spoke. So this is a little hard because the valve stem, which I'll go over in a second, is this way. It's upside down. If you are positioning yourself where the valve stem is on your right, so if we're kind of looking upside down, it's actually the second spoke from the valve stem to the right. So we're kind of looking this way. I know it's kind of awkward since it's upside down, but we're going 1, 2, and it's actually in between the Made in Japan and the Rays Engineering stamped logo. So it's going on this spoke. These wheels are ceramic coated. So what I need to do is actually remove the ceramic coat off of the spoke that I'm putting the decal on. I'm actually first going to use an auto scrub, which is like a clay bar, to try to remove as much as I can. It's actually take some polish, just do it by hand. I'm not gonna use a machine or anything like that because I don't want to polish this out. So I'm gonna do it on the passenger side first, get this knocked out. All right, so I got this spoke all ready to go. You can actually sort of tell by the way my finger reacts to it. So if I take my thumb and rub it on here, as you can tell, it slides nice and smooth here. You can actually even hear it. It grips so much more than that. All right, so just for reference, this seems like I'm doing the second spoke to the left, but if we look, we got the Made in Japan and the Raise Engineering logo. So this spoke in between. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get this placed on properly. So I'm going to show you where I like to place them, or where I think it looks best. As you can see, this kind of has a curved edge for the wheel, but I don't like to butt it up directly to this edge. I kind of like to offset it a little bit. You're going to be concentrating a lot putting this on, so I'm probably not going to talk, but I'll just put the camera up and film it, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the wheel. Holy moly, that is nerve-wracking getting that in the right spot, but I'm very, very happy with the placement. So as you can see, I don't like this edge touching the center area here. I kind of like it positioned a little bit up, so it wraps around nice on the spoke here. And as you can see, it's nice and even on either side. Trust me, there's no bubbles. That's just the reflection. Actually, that's my hand. So there's no bubbles or anything like that. It's nice and even on either side. So I'm very, very happy with the placement. Now, I got to do that 3 more times. So a little nerve-wracking, but as you can kind of see, my vision, you know, it's not in your face where it's standing out a ton, but at the same time, it's enough to add a little bit of contrast and a little bit of detail on a pretty dark wheel. So now my question is, do I remove the red SL lip sticker? I kind of wish it came with those in this color in the package that you get, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's small enough that it's not going to be crazy bothersome, but at the same time, I'm going to be losing sleep over it, trying to decide on what to do. But all right, let me go ahead and jump over to the rear over here. I'll show this one on camera, and then I'll get the rest on the driver's side done off camera. But let's go back here and get this one done. All right, so we got this one installed. This one went nice and smooth, just like the other one, in the exact same spot as the front. And I'm very, very happy. I think it looks very, very nice. Kind of hard to notice, but it blends in very, very well. It has that kind of mirror finish, so it adds a little contrast to the wheel, you know, because the wheel is pretty dark and blends in a lot. So having that little decal there, I think, is a really, really nice touch. So I actually am going to ceramic coat these once I'm done. I'm going to put a layer of G-Technic CSL and EXO V4 over top, and so those get nice and protected and stay looking fresh. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the driver's side, get that knocked out, and then I'm probably gonna drive this tomorrow. I might. I've been wanting to drive it for a while, so I may get some exterior shots for you guys so you can see it a little bit better. Either way, I'll get some outside shots for you when I get some time, but yeah. All right, guys, so I got everything done. It's about an hour later, mainly because I decided to take the red SL sticker off by the valve stem right there. I have no red on the car, so that made no sense. And it kind of just, I don't know, I had blue, then the gray, mirrory, black decal with just a random red piece. And the red decals, if I ever wanted to add them back, they're kind of easy to get comparing to these. So I figured if I really want them, I can just go out and purchase some. Decided to take it off. They were a pain in the butt because there was like a clear film over it and then the sticker, and it was breaking off in a million pieces as I was removing them. But very, very happy I decided to do that. I think it looks way cleaner. I also ceramic coated them real quick. So here is the driver side front, and then we got the driver rear on right there. I'm gonna call it a night. That took way longer than I was anticipating. Very, very nerve-wracking putting these decals on, but they ended up turning out pretty darn awesome. But I'm going to catch back up with you guys in the daytime so I can get you guys a little bit better look and show you what the new decals look like. Alright guys, so it's been a few days since I filmed the last clip in the garage doing the decals, but I just wanted to get some exterior shots for you guys. I apologize, the wheels are now dirty because I just washed the car and now it's got the Dorito dust all over the wheel wells, or all over the wheels, so sorry about that. But overall, the decals look absolutely beautiful. I'm very, very happy with the look. It doesn't stand out too much, it's not in your face. You know, it kind of really blends in enough that it's not too obnoxious. It stands out just enough for me. I don't really like it when it's kind of you know, the main focus of the wheel. The wheel is beautiful alone and doesn't need much, so the decals really just add that little kind of pop of contrast to it. Even though the wheel is pretty darn plain and, you know, black and everything, I think the decals really added a nice little touch. So you can see a little, almost looks white with the kind of mirror finish, which is kind of cool. And you kind of come over here and you can see it kind of blend in with the paint colors. So I'm very happy with the choice. I'm glad I didn't go with blue or anything else. Maybe I'll change it in the future, but for now I'm really happy with the look, and it just ended up turning out beautiful. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all about the decals, the install, or anything else on the M3, please let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple. I'll catch you guys in the next one.